In a recession, there are two types of people. People who are making money and people who aren't making any money. The question is, what side do you want to be on? My name is Salim Mohammed and I entered this entrepreneurial world for the past 10 months. I must say, luckily for us, or people like myself, there are quite a number of individuals that had a lot of failed stories to which we can learn from and skip the failure phases and go directly to success. So one thing I've learned I'm going to share with you all is how to apply these 5 criterions to measure an opportunity. Opportunities are all around us, but how do you know how to get yourself involved in these opportunities? Right? So the first of the 5 is the product. What is the business offering? I asked 2 questions about the product. The first question is this something people really need right now? Is there a need in the marketplace for the product? And the answer is yes. Of course. Who doesn't want an additional form of income to assist their financial needs, right? The second question is, does the product fit the need? For years and years to come, they will always have the Forex market. Once each country has their own currency and we do trading between countries, it will always have the Forex market. So yes, it satisfies the needs. The second criterion is the company. Now this is a company that is debt free. It doesn't need new clients to keep afloat. The $5 trillion at the Forex market attracts millions of people with a shared dream of financial freedom. The CASHFX group is artfully combining the technical experience required for Forex success with a dedicated corporate team, state-of-the-art headquarters, and a passion for helping others with a strong desire to improve their lives. With over 120,000 plus members in 185 countries, they've conducted over 209,000 plus payouts. So the answer is yes, 100% solid, bulletproof company. So I guess we're rocking and rolling, right? The third criterion is how do you earn money? Because if you look at this from a business perspective, is it worth your time? Can you make money? And that's the key thing for people to know. Can you make quick, part-time, or full-time money? And the answer is yes. So you have a good product, you have a good company, you have a good compensation plan. What about the support tools and systems? What you have? So this CASHFX group have a ticketed support system that channels your direct needs and questions. You have the conversion pros partnering with the CASHFX group to advance your marketing and software skills. You have fast payments and layered security to keep your money safe and confidential. You have transparent reporting in your back office, giving you access to your trade results and easily check your CASHFX historical data. You also have live virtual events giving company updates with plans for the future, compensation plan updates, etc. So the right support tools and systems, check out for sure. And the last thing, but not the least, is the right timing. We are in a pandemic and the predefined methods of earning an income are quickly dwindling away. A lot of companies are working from home now and we've seen the highest unemployment rates in the history of our time. Earning an income is at the top of everyone's minds right now. The CASHFX group has created a way to earn a living from the comfort of your home. We want everyone to look and feel their best with no financial worries. It's a brand new opportunity and so many people are excited about it. So if you're the kind of person that wants to earn a weekly recurring income, work from home, be healthier, more vibrant, then stay on this call as we go through in details how this business plan works. Or reach out to the person that shared this video with you and get back to them. I look forward to seeing each one of you on this exciting and rewarding journey. Take care.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Let me just say a pleasant evening to you all. It's definitely a wonderful privilege to have you here on and this CASHFX group presentation and what we call our opportunity call. Definitely, we want you to understand that this presentation is designed to assist you in gathering the knowledge that you need in order to make a decision about this company called the CASHFX Group. And of course, we are trying to put you in a position to make sure that you have a more financially stable future. All right, so stick with me through this presentation and we'll definitely give you the information that you need. Of course, we are not financial advisors. We are those people who want to share with you what has been working for us, and hopefully you can come to be a part of us and see how it works for you as well. All right, so please bear with me as we go through here. And as a matter of fact, let me just take time out to say, let's keep everyone in our prayer for all this craziness that's happening around us. My friends, this world is not an easy place sometimes. But anyway, our prayer goes out to all those persons over there in Ukraine and those who are affected by this new saga that we're now facing as a people. All right. But anyway, with all of that, I still have some good news for you. Stick around as we get into this presentation. Again, good evening to you all. All right. So let's get right into it. There's some things that I want you to remember as we go through this presentation. First and foremost, there are no referrals needed. This opportunity, you don't need to refer anyone. That is strictly optional, my friends. Also, there are no monthly fees, no monthly subscriptions, one-time purchase, and you are definitely good to go. There's also no mandatory meetings. These are just held for persons to be educated about the opportunity, but you don't have to attend any meetings here on after, unless, of course, you want a better understanding. And of course, last but not least, let the pros trade for you. Yes, we are involved in the Forex space, but you are not doing the trading for yourself. The professionals are here to help you out with that. And with that, you are definitely going to see how easy it is to be successful in the Forex space. It's literally just a few clicks away. All right, so let me jump right into it. I want to introduce you to two trending industries that we are involved in. One is what we call e-learning. That is an opportunity to hop online and learn. And you're going to hear a little bit more about that as we go on. And of course, the next is e-earning. Once again, once you have access to the internet, you have the ability to earn online. And we are involved, of course, in this $5.3 trillion industry called the Forex market. So you can see it towers above all the rest. It is the most liquid, recession-proof market there is. And of course, you and I deserve to get our fair share of this $5.3 trillion per day, my friends, per day. All right. So that's the opportunity that CASHFX Group offers onto us all. All right. It's another thing I like about this company, their transparency, their honesty, and their respect for all members. We get monthly calls that keeps us abreast of what's going on with the company. What are the challenges? What are the solutions? What are the plans for the future? And we like this because it creates trust. And especially in the industry like this, you definitely need trust to foster a good working relationship. All right. And of course, the purpose is to make us successful in the Forex space, whether it be by the proprietary trading or by actually helping us to learn to trade for ourselves. After all, it is an academy. All right. And definitely, who would have put this together? Well, we're talking about Oscar Lopez and Edwin Abad. These two guys came together. They hired the necessary professionals for us to have the success that we have been enjoying over the past 2 years. This is, of course, year number 3 of the company's existence. All right. So Oscar Lopez is a successful entrepreneur, successful in the crypto space. You know, Edwin Abad is that trading guru, 25 years of experience. And these two guys came together with in tune of $7 million out of their own pockets and gave birth to the CASHFX Group. And of course, they are now over 300,000 members worldwide. All right. So it's a global company that is registered over there in Panama City. As a matter of fact, there's a picture of our partners over there in Trinidad standing in the headquarters over there. So this is a real thing, my friends. It's not a fly-by-night thing, right? It's been around and it has proven itself. As a matter of fact, I like to tell people that, look, this opportunity speaks for itself. So once we get the legitimacy out of the way, the next question that you should be asking me, of course, is how do you get on board? Well, my friends, I want you to understand that there are 15 types of contracts that you can purchase that we have broken down into 3 categories. And the first of which is what's called the elemental plans. These go from 300 all the way to 3,000 US dollars. And earlier we talked about that education, all right, our e-learning. Well, this is where it's at. You get the opportunity to learn Forex for yourself if you so desire. All right, so here you get the elemental or the basics of trading in the Forex market. And of course, from there we go on to the advanced plan, which goes from 5,000 all the way to 20,000. As the name suggests, you are getting more advanced knowledge. All right, so you learn to study trend lines, support and resistance, and so on and so forth. Right, and from there, of course, we go on to the supreme plans that goes from 30,000 all the way to 100,000. So here you're able to take your own trades, and the more you do it, the more successful you become. Of course, this 100,000 is our gold standard, is our highest contract, and that's the goal for many persons. That's where we want to get to. All right, because hey, when you get there, my friends, I promise you, you are going to experience something that is called financial freedom. So you could start as low as the 300 and work your way up to the 100,000, or you could just choose any one of the packages that you are able to afford, and you are well on your way to earning with the CASHFX group. All right, trust me, it is an awesome opportunity to be a part of. So the next question you should be asking me right now is, how do I earn? I'm glad you asked that. Let me take you through our reward plan. Now, the first way you earn once you purchase any one of those 15 contracts is what we call bare capital. Now, bare capital is passive participation through the purchase of any one of the contracts. You earn after 3 business days, the traders start trading for you, and every week, like clockwork, you get your returns. It's that simple. And you also have the opportunity to partake of what is called a force matrix bonus. Sounds good? Of course it sounds good. All right, so that's hands-free income right there, all from one purchase. All right, usually we purchase things that don't serve us any good, and this is done in no time. Well, this is something that you can purchase and you can keep on giving back to yourself. All right, so this is definitely something that you want to consider. All right, so if you are into network marketing or sharing opportunities like this, then I introduce you to what we call bulk capital. Now, this is when you would have shared the opportunity with at least one person and they sign up with the company, and that opens up multiple bonuses to you. All right, so that's definitely a good reward for sharing something. All right, so unlike other companies that give their monies to TV stations and radio stations to advertise for them, the company gives the members of the company for sharing their opportunity by word of mouth. All right, that's good business if you ask me. All right, and of course, the more you share, the more you have the ability to rank up in levels. All right, the higher you go, the perks get even better. Nice. So let's just break down a contract purchase for you so you can really understand what it is you are getting involved in. So let's use a $1,000 contract as an example here. So you purchase a $1,000 contract. Of course, we're going to talk about the passive side of things first. So 70% or $700 in this case goes into what we call your trading account. Now, this is where the traders will trade on your behalf in a regulated broker. All right, so I want you to understand this. So because the broker is regulated, if anything should happen, that 70% of your money is insured. And if anything should happen, that comes back to you. All right. Now, though it is 70% that is being traded for you, the promise of the company is to take your contract purchase to 200%. So you purchase a contract, your balance is zero, right? And then now that contract generates $2,000 in your balance. So that's 200%. All right. So that's how we get that 2x that we talk about, or 200%, or your $2,000 from your contract purchase. But that's good stuff. All right. Now, the remaining 30% goes towards the bold capital side of the business. All right. So that 30% purchases, pardon me, purchases your academy product. All right. So the $300 goes here. And as I said before, you have the academy at your disposal. You don't have to use it if you don't want it, but that's the product of the company. All right. This 30% also provides the bonuses for the persons who would have been sharing the opportunity with others. So 50% of that 300 goes in the form of what is called fast start bonus to the person who would have shared the opportunity with you. And the other remaining 50% goes into what is called unilevel bonuses. And that is shared up among the other persons within that particular network. All right. And this particular side also goes to 200% or $2,000. So with this one purchase, you have an opportunity to earn 400% or $4,000. But if you want to stick to the passive side, that is quite okay. I just want to show you your options. And of course, if you tap into both sides, then you stand to benefit greatly. So when we go back to the passive side of things, what happens if you allow your contract to go to 200%? There are two options here. One, you can go ahead and withdraw your money. Here, a 20% fee comes out. All right, so that's the only fee that you will hear about in the CASHFX group. Now, we'll talk about that 20% later on. Now, you're left with $1,600. Out of that $1,600, you can just take it and you walk away. You get your $1,000 back. You get $600 profit. That is good business. Option number two, right? Same thing. You withdraw your money, you pocket 600, and you take that 1,000 and repurchase a $1,000 contract and get the ball rolling again. Or there is an option number three. If you don't allow your contract to go to 2x, but as soon as you have enough in your balance to upgrade, go ahead and do so. And in this way, you are participating in what is called the compounding effect. All right, compounding your interest. That is putting your interest on top of your interest so that you can get more interest. And that's something that should interest you. All right. So definitely. So let me show you how that works with what we call our roadmap to 100,000. All right. So the good thing about this is that with your minimum input, you have a maximum output. But that means you can start with the smallest contract and work your way to the $100,000 contract without even injecting any more money into this platform. All right. And that is good news. So this chart, of course, is a 5% estimate. All right. And so what we do here is, especially of last year, we would have seen 5% consistently. I will stop to say, well, past results do not guarantee future results. As a matter of fact, since the year started, we are more along the line of 4%, but we're using 5% as a benchmark. If this percentage goes lower, then the time span will be longer. If it goes higher, the time span will be shorter. So I just want to point it out for us as we go along. All right. So how this works is that with a 300 contract, $210 is what is being traded for you because that's 70% of 300. And then within a 24 weeks period at $10.50 a week, remember 5% estimate, you will have $250 in your balance. So when that time elapses, you are not ready for an upgrade. So that 20% comes out because yes, an upgrade is considered a withdrawal because you are using your balance and to put it on your contract purchase so that you can be upgraded. All right, so that $50 comes out, the $200 remains, goes on your 300, and now you're upgraded to the 500. Now here's a compounding effect. You are no longer making $10.50 per week, but you're now making $17.50 per week. Same thing happens after another 36-week period has passed, then you are now ready to upgrade because you have 625 in your balance. Again, that 20% comes out, so that's 125, leaving you with 500, and you can put that on your existing 500, and that upgrades you to a $1,000 package. At this point, you're no longer making $17.50, but you're now making $35 per week. And that continues and continues, and that's the power of the compounding effect. Now, the higher your contract, the larger your return, the larger your returns, well, the quicker you get to your goal. So let me stop to say this as well. If you start with a 300 contract, by the time you get to the 500 contract, you will have to allow that to be hit 2x, and then go ahead and renew it, and then you're smooth sailing up the road. All right. So let's get back to the person who have invited you on this call and help them, or tell them to help you rather, to see your options so that you can know how you're going to treat your contract. All right. So from the 300 to the 100,000 could take you anywhere from 5 to 7 years. All right, approximately. So weigh your options and see what works best for you. Of course, the higher size contract you start with, the less time it takes to get there as well. So let's talk about that 20% we spoke of. All right. That 20% goes into what we call our 3x10 force matrix. Now, this 20% does not go back to the company. This 20% goes back to the members of the company. All right. So this is what we call for members by members. All right. Now, what that means is you are sharing value. How it works is that once you come into the company, you fall into the matrix. You either fall beside someone or you fall beneath someone. The same process happens. Other persons are coming in, so they either fall beside you or beneath you. But one way or the other, you will fall beneath someone. When you make a withdrawal and that 20% comes out, all the person who are above you, that 20% is shared up in that particular network. And that's how that works. Now, this is designed for sustainability. And with sustainability, you have longevity. Now, you want those two words paired together, sustainability and longevity, especially in opportunities like these. All right. So that is good to know. That's one of the reasons why this particular venture has a very good retention members rate. All right. We retain our members. Nobody leaves a wonderful opportunity like this. All right. So it's very rare when that happens. But if that's your thing, then you can go ahead. You're not tied to the company. Once you see how wonderful it works, I guarantee you'll want to stick around. All right. So let's talk about another bonus that we mentioned, the unilevel bonus. Right. So here, this is for persons who are willing to share the opportunity. All right. This is where this is the active or the network inside of it. Now, what happens here is that once you join a company, you have access to 4 levels deep at 10%. All right. So this unilevel bonus is very important. Now, if you know anything about network marketing, you know that this is where residual income comes from. All right. So how this works is if I invite you into this opportunity, you fall on my level 1, I get a fast start bonus and I also get a unilevel bonus. But when you see how wonderful this opportunity is and you decide to share it with your sister, well, your sister falls on my level 2, right? I still get 10%. You get the fast start bonus because you're the one who brought the person in, right? But I still get 10%. So when your sister see how wonderful this is and she brings in her best friend says, whoa, this looks good. But I also get 10% from her. So when that best friend brings in her boyfriend, he falls on my level 4, right? So it continues like that. So when that boyfriend now brings on someone and they fall on my level 5, well, at this point, I get no more bonuses. If I do want to unlock levels 5 and 6, my team and I would have to do a certain amount of business within a 30-day period, and then I get ranked up to executive. Then I unlock levels 5 and 6, where I'm now earning 20% in unilevel bonuses. Now, one of the things I love about this opportunity, it is designed for people to work together. All right, because if you're successful, I'm successful. And if I'm successful, you're successful. This is how this works. Because if I want to unlock level 7 and 8 now, what happens is that my team and I would have to do a certain amount of business. And I also would have to assist 2 of those members within my team to become executives as well. All right. And those are 2 members from 2 different, what we call legs. All right. So when that happens, I rank up to manager. The same thing happens again. If I want to unlock level 9, my team and I would have to do a certain amount of business within a 30-day period. And then again, I would have to allow 2 of my members to become managers in order for me to become a director. So you see, the system is designed for us to work with each other. So you just don't bring people in and leave them on their own and think that you're going to make it up the ladder. That's not how this works. You have to work together. All right. So to unlock levels 10, 11 through infinity, of course, you have to rank up to president, ambassador, and global ambassador. All right. So at this point, I'll need to make 3 managers in order for you to become president. All right. So again, this is wonderful. Now, when you get to these ranks, the president, ambassador, and global ambassador, you're now leveraging everybody in your entire network. And again, that's where that residual income comes from. All right. So you don't have to do this, but I have to tell you your options. All right. Now, as you go through this as well, the company compensates you for sharing the opportunity with others. So let me share with you some of those gifts. If you rank up to executive, there's an iPad, or you can claim $675 worth in Bitcoin. Also, if you get to manager, there's a Rolex, or 7,500 worth in Bitcoin. When you get to director, there is an all expenses trip paid for 2, or you can claim the cash prize of 11,250 worth in Bitcoin. All right. Also, when you get to president, there is a Porsche or a $75,000 US worth in Bitcoin to be claimed. If you get to ambassador, there's a Ferrari or 150,000 worth in BTC. And of course, the last one is the global ambassador, where there's a Lamborghini or $375,000 worth in Bitcoin. My friends, that's awesome stuff. All right, but let me say, it is the numbers that really got me interested in this company. And let's see if it does the same for you. The numbers, my friends, they tell a story. It tells you if the company is working. It tells you if the company is consistent. It tells you if they are growing or declining. Well, here are the numbers. Last week, we would have seen a 4.41% in returns. And in the month of January, we would have seen a 15.88% in returns. Now, I want you to think about this. If you have $300, 300 US dollars, you go ahead and put that in the bank at the end of a full week. I guarantee you, my friends, you will not see $9.26. I guarantee it, let alone at the end of a month that you are going to see, having not put any more money in there, you're going to see a $33.34 dollars in returns, $33.34. No, that will not happen. I tell you what will happen. You're going to go back and you're going to see less than you put in the first place. And at the end of a year, I guarantee you that your balance might be in the negative rather than the positive, because nobody gives us these returns. These are awesome returns. Even if we are seeing 2, 3, 4, 5%, that is still better than any bank will give you in a year. And we're talking about a week here and a month. 15%. If you find a good investment, I guarantee you still probably won't see 15% for the whole year. All right. So think about this, because this is definitely an awesome opportunity. This is hands-free income at its best. Did I say this is all passive? Yes, this is a passive result. All right. So if this doesn't get you, let's share the last 2 years results. In 2020, the returns, 329.54%, when the world was going downhill in a basket. All right. The pandemic was hitting us and things were just going on crazy. Well, CASHFX saw a 329.54% in returns. That's amazing. That is amazing. All right. Last year, we would have seen 254.74%. All right. So look at those consistent results. Other than December, come on, look at the returns. It's just amazing. All right. So the next question you should be asking me right now is, how do I get started? How do I get? Let me tell you how you get started. Bitcoin, my friends. Bitcoin is where it's at. All right. This is the method of payment that a company would have used. Let me show you why they would have chosen this. So if you don't know anything about Bitcoin, let me just share a few facts with you. Right. First and foremost, Bitcoin is a computer-generated asset. All right. It's a digital asset. It is designed for peer-to-peer medium of exchange. All right. Without the intervention of a central bank. So I can send some money to you. You can send some money to me. I can pay for goods and services without the intervention of a central system. And that's what Bitcoin was designed for. So Bitcoin is really the people's money. It's not the government's money. All right. It's for the people. Now, why is Bitcoin important? Well, because there's a fixed amount of Bitcoin, 21 million to be exact, that can ever be produced. It does not suffer inflation. With government money, there's unlimited printing, and that causes your money that you have now to devalue. That's not good for us. All right. So Bitcoin, of course, is a public database. So you can go online and check on things, check the confirmations and all of these things. Very transparent. Government money is not like that. Bitcoin is a decentralized fund. I mean, it's not controlled by the banks and the government. All right. It's not controlled by anyone. All right. You have some Bitcoin, that's yours. I have some Bitcoin, that's mine. All right. So that's how it is. There's a low fees to transact, to make transactions. I could send you $1 million worth of Bitcoin and probably pay less than $10. All right. So I'm telling you, this is great. But at the end of it all, what happens is that Bitcoin gives you power over your wallet, power over your money, control over your money. And that, my friends, is very important. The government, of course, come on, They'll come in at any time. They could seize their accounts, say, hey, and they ask you a million questions where you're getting your money from. All right. Not so with Bitcoin, my friends. All right. Of course, Bitcoin is a good store of value over time, right? And that is why the company would have chosen to use Bitcoin as a method of payment. Bitcoin in and, of course, Bitcoin out. So earlier I said that you don't need to refer anyone, but of course you have to be referred by someone. All right, so you can't download an app. You can't just go on the web and get it. No, you have to be referred by someone. There are no apps. All right, if you download an app, you'll be scammed. All right. If somebody refers you, all you have to do now is use that link, sign up, make your payment, and boom, you are a member of the CASHFX group. All right. So how you get your money back once you join? Well, my friends, once you acquire your Bitcoins, you're going to also acquire what is called a Bitcoin wallet address. Once you put that address into the system and request your withdrawal, the system sends your money back to your wallet, and you can go ahead and convert your Bitcoins, or you can keep them as is for those places that uses Bitcoin. All right. Some of the leaders can also convert them for you. You can exchange them on the Bitcoin wallet exchange. And then you can send that back to your account, or we can put you onto a global MasterCard, where you can load up your money on there and go to the ATM. You can go shopping online. You can go shopping in the grocery stores or wherever you like. It's that simple, my friends. So one of the reasons why we share this opportunity is because we want you to do what matters. All right. So here's the thing. We want your hard-earned money to work hard for you. And this is an awesome opportunity for you to do that. So what I'm going to ask for you to do is get back to the person who would have invited you on this call and tell that person that you are ready to get started. All right. We're waiting to have you on board to be a part of this wonderful opportunity. Of course, I'm your boy, Sheldon Shirley, and I am saying peace out. Have a blessed one. Take care of yourself. Stay safe.